What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
Hey, welcome to the show.
What is going on? So we're back for a time, right? So if you're listening to this one should go out on Monday. However, after this week, we will go on hiatus again. So summer break is what I'm going to call it until the 27th. So after this week, we'll be off the air until the 27th. So definitely tune in, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Hit the bell so that way you can hear us when we come back. We'll pop up on your radar. Monday and Tuesday are topics. Wednesday is a discussion. And then Fridays, we talk about everything else. We call it the weekly rundown. So definitely tune in for all that stuff. Share with your friends. And without further ado, I give it to LeVon.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so today we have an article. This one's from the Oregon Public Broadcasting. And this is an article by Rebecca Ellis. Portland lost $1.4 million in cybersecurity breach. So this is an interesting article. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of short, but essentially, officials in the city of Portland say that they've lost 1.4 million due to cybersecurity breach. And they learned about it that occurred last month. And the only reason that they found out about it is because these perpetrators, the cyber hackers, were actually trying to reattempt the same breach just on the 17th of May. So apparently, when these hackers tried to infiltrate the systems there, they were actually identified by their, cybersecurity group there. But they say preliminary evidence indicates that an authorized outside entity gained access to the city of Portland email account to conduct this illegal activity. So apparently somebody got access to, the password username or the email password, and was able to use that to actually conduct some transactions for the city of Portland, which is kind of crazy that, it was such a simple thing for them to just get an email account, and all of a sudden they can transfer money back and forth wherever they needed to. And it doesn't really go into detail as far as how they were able to, compromise this account, but it can potentially have been some sort of email where they sent you like a link, click on this link and then log into your account to verify or something like that. And then all of a sudden they just, just gave out the password, but they're able to get into their systems and able to, get away with 1.4 million. And I guess there's nothing that shows that there's been any kind of recuperation of the money. They haven't recouped anything. And I guess they're continuing to investigate, and hopefully they will be able to dig into who got this money, potentially recoup it, and potentially prevent it from happening again in the future. But this just goes to show that, cybersecurity is always on the forefront. We got to, pay attention to it. All these companies, all these organizations, all these government facilities, they've got to pay attention to it and make sure that they're ready to respond. But I guess with this, I'll turn this over to you, Shannon. You have some thoughts about this article?
I do. So this isn't the first time we've seen this even, right? So we've seen it before where we have companies that have had an email account, right? And then they go and they start billing people and things like this. But here's one thing I could tell you. It's not in the article, but I can damn near guarantee you, right? They are not using any type of PKI when it comes to their email, right?
Right.
Non-repudiation would have fixed this, right? Because even if you hack the email account, right? If you have to sign an email or something like that, there's still something else you would have to know, right? You have to know that person's PIN, password, something to that effect, have some type of token, whatever it may be, to where this would be damn near impossible to pull off, right? Unless you have those things. Now, if you got access to that, you know what I mean, and you got access to the email, you're wasting your time just doing emails at that point, right? There's other things you could be doing. But this is one of those things where it's like, when will the lesson be learned, right? And I get it, right? It's a city account, right? And it's one of those things where cybersecurity costs money, right? To properly do it, but it shouldn't be what am I trying to say? Too burdensome, right? Because this was a city account, right? So for them to implement these measures, it comes out of taxpayer dollars. You know what I'm saying? But now look at what you have, right? Now you got 1.4 million that's been lost to the city. You know what I mean? So Yeah, this is one of those things where I can guarantee you, and as more comes out on this, we'll see. But like, yep, there was no PKI, and you know what I mean. Like, they probably had lax security on their email servers or something like that, right? And this is why you start to see a lot of these companies start to do things as a service, right? Like, start offering things as a service for third parties or other people to handle these things for them, right? So like you will probably get away from having like one city administrator that is supposed to do cybersecurity on this, right? Like, they'll probably just go to Microsoft or something like that and just be like, hey, handle this for us, right? Like, hey, we got this thing, 365. Like, we can take care of that for you. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? We can make it happen, But yeah, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of that in the future because I think just when it comes to, again, this is city government, right? I think you have more expertise if you farm it out to somebody else, right? And you don't have to worry about, paying more money to keep somebody trained or whatever. The company's going to do that automatically, right? It's what you're paying for. But yeah, Ryan, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I completely agree. Because it there isn't a lot of detail, but yeah, it sounds like a phishing attack that led to maybe privilege escalation. Um, but it was done in real money. Like, there's no talk of crypto or anything like that. So now the FBI and Secret Service are involved. Like, I'd be surprised they didn't retrieve most of, if not all, the money. Like how do they make the money disappear? It would be my question. So it's definitely something to follow up on. Like, because they took real money from these accounts and then they put it elsewhere. So like, there should be receipts. So I don't know how they thought they would get away with it. But we'll see. So we'll be back on the June 27th. So by then, this should probably be a full blown like expose. Like, here's all of the stuff that happened and why. So we can definitely circle back around to it. But that's the only thing I can think of is privilege escalation. Like, someone clicked the link, and then from there, their account was compromised, and it just rolled from there. So 1.4 is a lot of money to not notice go out your account. Like, you can't get $14 from me without me noticing. Like, hey, wait a minute, where's money go? But it's good that they got a team in. I think they called it what they bring out. They brought out the cyber incident response team from the I think it's from the FBI, and we've seen them recover Bitcoin in the past when it came to like Revil and other bad actors like that. So I would not be surprised if they got this money back in the near future. So definitely something to look out for. Definitely something I'm interested in circling back around to. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we don't have a lot more information, so we're just giving to you as we discovered it. Right, it just happened not too long ago. So definitely continue to tune in. Watch our Mondays and Tuesdays are our topics. Wednesday we'll have a good discussion this week, and then Friday we talk about everything else. So definitely tune in for that. And then, like I said, hit them bells, like, shares, subscribes, all that good stuff, so you can see us when we pop back up, because we'll be gone for almost a month to enjoy our summer. So don't judge us. Hit up all the socials. They all go by our name. They can hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and Clubhouse. That's RYRY Security Guy. And you, LeVon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. Stay safe, stay secure.
Take care.